Hi guys,
Hi.
this is King G Landolaki. Always we are here just to entertain you guys and sharing the experience life of people they are doing. And as you know, every Friday, Quran Ministry, you just receive something. Today I have these guys who are a visitor. As you can see, I will just allow each one of them to just introduce himself. And let us have this time and let's enjoy together. You can start telling your name.
I'm Frank.
Try to raise your voice. I think someone somewhere there maybe is not listening.
My name is Frank.
Uh-huh. And you?
My name is Brayan.
Brian.
Yes.
Okay. Just as I asked, like Brian, we meet right now and we decide to just have this show and have a talk. And we are going to share experience of your life with people who are outside there. Let me ask you, what are you doing nowadays?
Nowadays, I'm doing cybersecurity and ethical hacking in Modcom, Institute of Modcom.
Cyber?
Security and ethical hacking.
Okay. And you?
I'm also doing cybersecurity and ethical hacking.
Oh, you guys, you have the same design, same purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. How is life there when you are doing what you are doing?
Life is easy.
Mhm.
Okay, life is all about, cybersecurity is all about passion. As long as you're just dedicated and you know what you want and what you want to do in future
Mm.
and in life, yeah, everything will just be okay. And,
Okay. What do you want to do in life in the future, if I ask?
okay, like for me, I want to be a journalist.
You want to be journalist?
Yeah.
Okay. You?
For me, I want to be a hacker, but to work under the military of Kenya.
Wow. Do you think you are going to go in training or for army and then you come and serve your purpose just for security purpose?
I can join as a cadet
Uh-huh.
and work on the machines there, like controlling the jets, doing hacking the information from other
Wow.
countries, something
Wow.
like that. Yes.
I like your passion, man. When you think about the army, how do you feel it?
Uh, from my childhood,
Mm.
I like to be one of the most respected leaders of the army in Kenya.
Wow. Maybe if I ask, is your father maybe army? If I ask, or someone in your family has been in that department
Someone in my family has been the department.
of army
Yes.
of Kenya?
Yes.
Uh-huh. You said you want to do this thing like a journalist in your family.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone who has been involved in such a kind of area in your family?
No, I just want to be the first one.
You want to be the first.
Yeah.
What push you to be there?
Okay, just like I'm always inspired by most of the journalists whom I see, whom I watch on TV. So I just want to be one, like some of them, and also more like one of them.
Okay, let me ask.
Yeah.
When you are at your age, everyone who can see you guys, you have a potential, you look strong, a very expensive watch, very handsome young man, you know?
Yeah.
Let me ask, do you come across to think about maybe one day we'll end up going in heaven?
Yeah.
Okay. When you think about it, what comes in your mind? You personally.
Okay, personally, I just think maybe it's time we turn ourselves into let's say some racist activities.
Okay. Like, when you are speaking like writers activity, what do you mean? Exactly.
Let's say maybe you keep yourself busy into, let's say, doing some charity, and
Uh-huh.
also maybe
Okay, that is how you think about it.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
give him the microphone and tell us. When you think about going in heaven, what comes in your mind?
But when I think of going to heaven,
Yes.
I think of being righteous and helping the needy, something like that, so that
Okay, let me ask you like this. Do you think what we do is what will take us in heaven?
some of the things that we do, they
Do you believe that really is what is one of the things which will qualify us to go in heaven?
pardon.
Do you think what we do, you are speaking about righteousness, you are speaking about do charity. Do you think when you are doing these things, is one of the things which is going to take us in heaven?
We should also know Jesus,
Jesus.
yes, and respect the religious ways.
What do you mean? Explain more in this way, like someone who is listening us can be able to have a clear picture what you mean.
Yes, when I think of going to heaven, not just this being righteous. You can be righteous, you can do charities, but our ways are not leading us to our personal ways may not lead us to going in heaven.
What is really qualifiers?
Qualifiers of
Going in heaven.
going to heaven.
Yes. Or eternity life. When you speak about the eternity life, what really do you believe in, like qualifiers? Give you qualification to go in heaven. If you are going in US, you need to have a visa, right? Of United States, not of Kenya. Kenya can give you visa to go in United, and United States refuse you to go. But you need to have a visa to go in US from harbors of US in Kenya. So what is really qualifiers to go in heaven?
You should be born again. Yes, I know that's the first.
What does that mean?
Born again is I think to be born again.
Just make a man. I'm gonna give him mine. Bro, tell me, what really give us qualification to go in heaven?
Okay, first of all, the qualifications
Yes.
mainly depends on, let's say, individual behavior.
Individual behavior.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, let's say, Brain and I, we can both decide and, let's say, just do some hangouts, you see, and let's say we just be ourselves, man. Then let's say maybe the way we portray ourselves or
Okay,
not.
you know what John chapter 3 verse 16 say?
Yeah.
What Bible say?
Yeah.
What John chapter 3
Verse 16.
verse 16. I know everyone know that scripture.
Yeah.
So what that scripture say?
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten
Yeah,
Son,
yes.
that whoever believes in him
Yeah.
shall not perish,
Yes.
but have an everlasting life.
Yes. Now what is the qualification to go in heaven?
Let's believe in Jesus.
Simple. Simple. I believe that you guys who are watching us, you need to understand that qualification for eternal life is based on believing on what Jesus did. Now, you are saying, me, I want to be one of the big guy in the army. This guy is saying, you know what, me, one big guy in journalist.
Yeah.
What do you want to do in journalist of Kenya? What do you hate about journalists of Kenya? What do you think you are coming with in journalist of Kenya?
Okay.
Try to speak loud.
What I'm going to do in the journalism of Kenya,
Yes.
I'm going to, let's say, I'm going to ensure that information reaches people, let's say in the first hand, yeah, but in the most convenient way.
What do you mean?
Like, maybe sometimes you can find that maybe some information delays, yeah, maybe something like that.
Okay. You, give him microphone. You said, you know what? Me is about army, and I want to be that big guy. You know what? Okay, what do you hate about the army of Kenya?
And what I hate about the army of Kenya is the way they lack more on technology. Yes, I will assist them in development of some military technologies like controlling their machines and implementing new ways of working the army.
Wow, wow. when I used to be younger, I like your ideology. When I used to be younger, I used to tell people that I'm not a civilian, not yet the army, but General Lanka is in my mind. I used to believe that finally I end up become general, but I did not make it. And now you see someone who has my passion. I pray that maybe you will make it. Okay. If you see Kenya, what do you love about Kenya?
I love Kenya because the people, they are straightforward and there are ways of suggesting their thing.
What do you mean? Kenyan are straightforward people.
Yes, they are straightforward people.
Eh?
They are straightforward people.
Mhm,
They don't know much about jokes.
mhm.
As if they mean something, they mean something.
Akikwambia I will finish you. You need to protect yourself.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Give your microphone. What do you love about Kenya?
What I love about Kenya is
Yes.
the unity.
The unity.
Yeah, the unity. Mostly of the younger people.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see people, young people, they have the unity.
Yeah, they have unity.
Okay, what do you blame about the ancestors?
Ancestors have nothing to blame, but
What can you learn from the ancestors?
um, maybe you can learn maybe through our cultures, our different culture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you mean a different culture?
Okay, everyone is from different backgrounds, you see,
Mm.
like tribalically.
Mhm.
So that way maybe everyone maybe could just follow their own roots. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Like now, like if you become,
Yeah.
which journalist do you admire here in Kenya?
Journalist.
Yes. That guy you look on the TV, you are like, you are the one I admire.
Trevor Mbiza.
Huh?
Trevor Mbiza.
Oh, he's from which country?
From Kenya.
From Kenya.
Yeah.
Okay. If you see him, what do you learn from him? Why do you like him?
Okay, Trevor Mbiza, I like the way he portrays himself in the public,
Mhm.
and also the way he hands over information into us. You see, he's just straightforward and also well understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give him microphone. What general do you admire, or which person do you admire here in Kenya who have the best rank? I feel like I want to be like this guy.
For the
Or in the world, which person do you admire in
world, I think I don't admire anybody. I just want to start my
your own lifestyle?
yes.
I don't think it will be a lifestyle because army have a way for living.
Yes.
In my understanding, I have never been in army, but for blessing, I had grown up in a family where my father was in army, and I used to be in contact with many people who are in army, and I believe in army they have a way for doing things, right? So, and I believe you can't come and just preach something in you which has never existed, right? I believe you need to have someone you look at and feel like this person. Who is that person in the army of Kenya?
In the army of Kenya, I just forgot his name, but I just forgot his name, but
How many generals do you know here in Kenya? Generals in the army of Kenya.
no, sir. In Kenya, generals are very.
No, tell us
like-
just two. Two you feel like I know this. I know these two people.
The names.
You don't know any
The
general in the army of Kenya.
I know them.
You
by
might
the
be
face,
joking.
but the names that's very tricky.
Okay. If you become a biggest leader in Kenya, what Kenya should expect from
Kenya should expect to be among the leading countries in technology.
in technology?
Yes.
You mean
and,
you are going to pass Israel? You are going to pass the US?
No, I say to be among the. Let me say Africa. In Africa.
In Africa?
Yes.
How do you gonna do it? Like right now, is there any system you have tried to build maybe in the way you can tell us, you know what? I'm not just speaking. Look, I have gone on YouTube job on this. This is the small thing I have tried to do, and this is where it is. This is the big dream I have.
Yeah. Now we are still developing. I'm still personally developing a website,
Okay.
and it will be. I think I'll finish it by this month.
But by this month.
Yes, I'm still developing our website.
Tell us more about that website.
In cybersecurity and ethical hacking, we do many work and many codings.
Yes.
And those codings, we develop websites. Like now, I've developed half of my project, and the project is I just made it for buying and selling of cars, and we use the M-Pesa way. If you want to purchase the car, you can just order it and pay with M-Pesa.
Okay.
Like it has those. Because no, if I use the coding language, people will not understand me.
Just speak. That is you. That is your word. It's not that everyone should know what you are doing. Someone who know what you are doing. Those who know, they should.
Yeah, for those who do not know about cybersecurity and ethical hacking, those cybersecurity and ethical hacking, we do codings like those of we use language skills like HTML, JavaScript, and we use even Python programming. I know most people fear about Python, but what I can tell you is easy.
It's easy.
Python is easy, and that's full stack. If you put the HTML, full JavaScript, and the Python together, that's full stack development. And there is this other development called the Kotlin, and it's wide. Kotlin is wide. It's used for Android development. So if you can create an app of like an app of like Jumia app.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you in holidays, right? Are you guys in holidays?
No, we are not in holidays.
You are still in school right now as we speak.
Yes.
Okay. For me, because I work with someone who serves in security, not in government, but I'm aware for someone who is doing such a kind of thing outside here. I will connect you with that person so that at least as you plan for big thing, you have something at least you are doing at low level. For you who are a journalist, I do know, maybe you will be helping me to interviewing some people somewhere like this. Now, if there is these people who are listening us, what message can you tell them? Is there anything you feel like I need to tell Kenyan this thing? I need like let me ask you, how do you handle this kind of drugs as young people in your age? Do you use the drugs yourself?
No.
Be honest. Be honest, don't lie.
Don't use drugs.
You don't use.
Yes.
Give me microphone.
No, I don't use drugs. I'm
For
sober.
real?
Yeah, for real.
Be honest.
For real.
But when you see the people, there is young people at your age who are doing drugs.
Yeah.
Okay, when you see them, what do you see them? You feel like this is the guys. Huh?
No, first of all, some people they just opt in drugs, but it's not for their own will.
Okay.
Maybe something bad or maybe some depression is driving them.
Oh.
Yeah, so maybe these people they need guidance.
So you are letting them saying, oh, some of these people, you know what, they are just have a hard time, right? That is what you mean?
Yeah, they're having a time.
What do you think?
For me, people use drugs. To me,
be honest. When you see them, like if someone look at you, you know, you can see you are that guy, right? Timberland, this kind of thing at your trouser, this big mic. You see, when you see someone who is on drugs, do you feel like this is the guy I look at, or what do you feel like?
No, some people. I think that's the way you take your lifestyle. And some may take life.
Okay, let me put it like this. How have you managed not to use drugs?
For me, I just learned from when I was young to abstain from drugs. To abstain like that.
That is what you would say.
Yes,
You. How have you managed not to use drugs?
Okay, first of all, drugs is all about depression, and to my case.
So when you use someone on a cigarette, someone on a bank, someone on something beer, like this person.
Yeah, that person is depressed, man. Like he's trying to avoid some problems.
For you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I like that point of view. You are putting and you are highlighting.
Yeah.
And let me put this. Like, what do you feel like? when people see you as young people, what the mindset of people? What do people accuse you or judgmental? What do people have concerning this generation?
Okay, what people normally accuse this generation? Maybe just people should just take us positively and we become one. We shall help each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you? What do you feel like this generation, like the other generation, accuse your generation? You are a Gen Z, right?
Yes.
Why do people accuse about Gen Zs?
What I can say is that the Gen Zs have unity, and we are just accused of that unity. Sometimes we use force to, to we use force to get what we want, unlike the other generations. As you know, the Gen Zs, they like they like what they want to hear from the and what they want to hear and benefit from the government, maybe the government.
Okay, you guys, you want to live by liking what you want to hear. Do you think that is how life will work
No, I
in
think
your personal life?
no, I think that force what we use.
Mm.
It's bad. Sometimes we end up interfering with the other people's lives. I think that's the wrong way we should take. We should just come together as Gen Zs and use the unity correctly.
Okay, when you see someone on a drugs, what do you advise concerning that person?
For me, to that person,
You feel it's just normal? You can just keep moving without consider what came in your mind when you see someone at your age. You know, you today is a Friday. Maybe you have your tea by day because you are like, today is that day. I'm going outside for night dance for this and this. But when you see someone on drugs, taking beer, taking drugs, taking those things, what is your advice concerning that person?
for me, unajua vijana wanasema ati vijana ni moshi, lakini